Hey everyone, it's MrAddOil again, helping you fight your today for your better tomorrow. And today we're going to continue on this video series of why I made a transition from software sales to software development. And the value for you is you get to join me on this journey and you can see if any of these arguments resonate with you and whether you can take those arguments for yourself to convince yourself and be like, yeah, I should take action now and learn a little bit more about software development. So the seventh argument that I have for why you should consider software development for your career is the potential for entrepreneurship in different type of flavors of that also. So for this argument, you can self-qualify yourself by resonating with at least 4 of these points that I'm going to mention on the topic of why you should learn software development for the reason of entrepreneurships. And I'm gonna kind of list out the 8 flavors of entrepreneurship that I can think of. And if you resonate with 4 of them, then great. This argument is for you and you can take action. The first type of entrepreneurship that I would argue is you become like a freelancer. It's a great option for software developers who they can continue their 9-to-5 job and then in their downtime basically act like a business person, a salesperson actually, and maybe a little bit better, you'll be a technical salesperson and you can look for clients who have these development needs or requests, whether it's for their own startup, their business, or something like that, and then you can offer your development services for them. This is a great option for also junior developers to build that portfolio of works that they have so that they can pitch and get their first full-time job as a professional software developer working for companies like Google or other tech startups. And reason number 2, or the second type of entrepreneur type of flavor, which is becoming a YouTuber that's dedicated to producing video content about software development. So, I'm kind of doing that right now. A lot of other aspiring software developers who are probably from like a different field of work kind of went through this route of potentially doing a self-taught route, a boot camp route, or a combination of the things I mentioned, and then YouTube or creating video content about software development was part of their arsenal where they documented their journey like I'm doing, and they're sharing their experience and what they're learning to other people and basically to themselves. Like they're able to review their own videos and further solidify their argument for making that change to considering software development, right? But with YouTube, you can create a following after that, and then people can, subscribe to your channel and also be in this learning process or this journey with you as you are becoming a software developer. Or when you do become one, you can create video content to help other aspiring developers achieve their dreams also. And the third type of entrepreneurship in my eyes would be blogging about software development. For me, I do both. I do YouTube and I also do blogging as a way to create content. Not just about like software development. Like in this channel is all about self-development, right? It's kind of a big umbrella, and I kind of funneled it or categorized it in 2 different ways, right? Personal development and then professional development. So the software development journey that I'm going through now will be in the professional development category. And then I blog about it too. Like I think my written content about this topic is a lot better than my video content. And some people, they learn better by reading. So I want to offer that type of content for them also. And it's a lot faster. You can kind of just skim through it. But this is a great way to give back to other aspiring developers or people who want to make that career change into software development. And then in all of these ways, like you're an entrepreneur, you'll find a way to provide value and also get value back in some sort of fashion to monetize the content that you're putting out. And that's great. And reason number 4, or the 4th type of entrepreneur that you can become if you went this software developer path. And that is you become an educator, right? You create these online courses on platforms like Udemy, Teachable, or you just create your own software development course. You create your own website, and then you record your videos on some sort of platform that I'm kind of missing, but some sort of a startup, some sort of tech company platform for video, and then you can create your own business where you become your own brand, your own educator, your own teacher, and then people can vet you and be like, oh, this guy's funny, this guy knows what he's talking about, and I want to learn from him, and they'll buy your digital educational product, and then you'll teach them, you'll pass on your knowledge to them, and they'll give you money in return. But it's a great exchange. You're giving value and you're receiving value from your students. And that's a great way for software developers to also make extra income outside of their 9-to-5. And the 5th point, it piggybacks off of the first point of being a freelancer, but this time you're not just one freelancer, you're like a team of freelancers. So this is called like a freelance agency, right? You have more than one freelancers come together to tackle bigger projects, more complex projects, where one freelancer cannot tackle it all without exhausting like all their time. So this is a great, I guess, transition from being a solopreneur, which is someone who mans a YouTube channel, a blog, as a freelancer, to trying to take that first, like less riskier step of trying to form a company, right? But not really a full-fledged company that has its own product, but you're offering a service with other people who can offer the same service as you, but when you bundle it together and then work together, you're just offering a better service. Like some people can specialize in your team, can specialize in back end, someone can specialize in front end, someone could be a product manager within that group, and then when you guys all work together, you guys are basically an engineering team, a freelance engineering team, helping other people, companies or other clients achieve their engineering goals. And the 6th type of entrepreneurship that you can kind of explore is creating your own application, mobile app, right? This is kind of breaching into like software as a service, a SaaS type of company, but it's kind of not. It's like a pseudo type of product that you're creating. It's a mobile app, and you probably only need like a handful of people to man it. And then initially when you're building it, like you have the option of building it yourself, or you can leverage a freelance development agency to do that for you or with you, where you can act as like a product manager in this whole project and then also contribute your few lines of code, but also like leverage an agency to build that app for you. I think I did a couple Google searches, and there's already agencies or people who are specializing in doing that. And that's a great way to kind of diversify your income stream. And reason number 7, or I keep saying that, but the 7th type of entrepreneur that you can evolve into from software development, and that is a full-fledged SaaS company, a software as a service. So Silicon Valley, San Francisco, basically like California or the north side of California, close to Silicon Valley, you've seen or heard of news of like this new startup that's coming up. Well, you could be one of them if you get really good at software development and you take that skill and that energy of entrepreneurship and put it together. You can create your own SaaS company and make a business for yourself, essentially. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the 8th entrepreneurial type of option for software developers, right? And that is engineering consulting, or just consulting in general, right? Where you are the expert in a particular field, and then people come to you for your time to help them to help save them time on decisions that they have to make. Like maybe you're an expert in, you're a full stack engineer and you're an expert in just making a full stack app. Someone can come up to you and start asking you questions about, oh, should I do it this way? What are the best practices to save me time and achieve my goals? So you're trading time at that point as a consultant, and you're getting paid for your time to help save your client a lot of time and pain. And then you can charge a lot from that. I've heard stories, or I've seen friends where they're able to charge a lot for their time based on their expertise. And finally, the last type of entrepreneur that you can kind of become, I'm kind of using entrepreneurs or this word, and I'm kind of stretching it out, but you can become a mentor. I would define anyone who's like a solopreneur or entrepreneur as someone taking a risk to do something or make money out of the conventional way, which is like your 9 to 5, right? So you can become a mentor. And then areas or places where you can become a mentor would be like boot camps or even universities. You can kind of teach what you learn in your profession in computer science, software development, to a boot camp and become a mentor for another aspiring software developer to break into the industry. So that's a great option. You can become a mentor. Great. So I think I mentioned over like 9 different types of entrepreneurship that you can explore as a software developer. And like I mentioned, if you resonate with 4 of them and you can see that for yourself, then maybe you should consider building this skill set of software development in the future for you. Just take a small bit of action, a small step to learning a little bit more about software development.